Witch is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 8 of What's Happening. I am Nick Haas. Joining me is the miraculous, the one and only
Marcos Hammer.
That's right.
What's up, everybody?
What did I always introduced you as the magnificent, the magnanimous, right? The one and only
I think
Marcos Hammer.
magnanimous.
Magnanimous was Magnus. No, for you I said the one and only.
Yeah.
The one and only.
The one and
Marcos Hammer experience, ladies and gentlemen. Marcos Hammer is not only a man, he is an experience, ladies and gentlemen. That holds true today.
Absolutely.
Kobe. I made it.
Woo!
How was your week,
Another
Marcos?
ring.
Another one.
Oh, my week's been tough, man. I've been moving. I'm still moving.
You're still moving?
I'm done moving now.
Well, it's only
I'm
been a
done
couple
moving.
days since our
I'm
last
just
episode, but you're done
unpacking.
now. Okay, good.
Yes, I just need to unpack everything. But yeah, I can't wait. Hope to have you over eventually. But yeah, we have a great balcony and a great bathtub, so whichever one you want.
You have a balcony? You have a balcony?
I'm on it right now, baby.
Dang,
Yes.
dude. I was like, yeah, because you don't look like you're on the first story. So I was going to say, what's up? That's awesome. That looks
Coming
nice.
up. Literally.
What story are you on without being too specific? More specific? Less specific than a number, but more specific than like high or low.
I can definitely see power lines.
Ooh. Power line level. I like that. That sounds nice.
There you go.
Do you find if it's
either be at the equator?
Do you find if it's more or less noise the higher you go?
Well, it depends on where you go, but specifically this area, you got the ghetto bird out most times, but the breeze, you cannot beat the breeze. You can never beat the views. And above all, you have your privacy, so you can walk around naked as much as you want.
I will tell you that there is nothing quite like having the ability to walk around naked without. You're like, hey, if anyone sees this, that's on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
what
a
are
great
you doing
feeling.
Looking at my sexy body for?
Here's the thing. You're welcome for the free show. Also, it's my house and I can do this. Or, or if you got roommates and well, no one's home right now. So this is awesome. You know what? I can do
Yeah,
this.
I'm like,
Check this
stop
out.
being greedy. Just go to my OnlyFans.
Okay, so there was a time when we could never joke about that, but I feel like we would have to I would accept you, Marcos, as a friend still if you started an OnlyFans. It's just the sign of the times.
Well, you should. Hey, you should just accept everybody because everybody's
Totally.
getting their money.
Here's the thing, because they are getting their money. Money means money. This is America. Money means everything over everything. The most important thing you can do is have money, and
Absolutely.
they're doing it, and they're living their
Some
life,
people
and they're
play,
buying cars, and they're becoming rappers, and they're probably getting. Someone's gonna get in a movie. Someone will be cast in Fast and the Furious 10, and they will have started from OnlyFans. Okay, prediction. Putting that out there. That will happen. Okay. This
What's
is coming.
the Vegas line?
Okay, there are people who are signed to talent contracts from Snapchat and Twitch and now
TikTok.
That's what I was trying to. There you go. So it's happening. And they might not have to get. I mean, I hear, because I'm not on there. I hear some. It's not even about. Completely adult. It is adult material, but like, there's some people do not completely disrobe. That's the most. That's the most eloquent way I could say that. You know, some people don't, and it's just like photography of me, and you gotta pay for it. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I guess there are people out there, out there buying it. Um, get that
absolutely.
money.
There's always a market. There's a market for everything. I was
Drinking
watching
805 today.
selling. Oh, I'm drinking Jack and Coke,
Ooh, classic, summer classic.
but I will be switching.
Okay.
I got my little ice chest right here, all
Oh,
packed
look
and
at
ready.
you, so ready. Oh, that's gonna be one of my topics to bring up. By the
All
way,
right.
that's a little Easter egg for later. Um, my week has been good. I can't really complain. Lots of change, but that seems to be the constant. You know what I mean? Change is the constant.
Yeah,
So it is what it is. Um,
I
yeah,
call it growth.
yeah, and it's not bothering me too much. There's a lot of it, but it is what it is. So
I
I'm
love
still
it.
doing okay. So that's all right. That's a good feeling. You know, you can take that as a win. Not feeling terrible, win.
Absolutely.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Your mental health matters. Um, I'm going back, starting with the news, global world news. I'm going back a little way because we never talked about a couple of these things. So if I could bring this up, and then I'm gonna hit the transition. Pow. I don't know why we're seeing Donald Trump, but we always are. This is more about. I don't want to subscribe. Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. We haven't talked about her.
AOC.
And we call her AOC. People call her AOC. She's young. If you don't know who she is by now, you're not paying attention.
Also, people call her a bitch. Apparently.
Apparently, yes. Exactly that. So she was called the B word. Margot so eloquently said for us. Yeah, she was called. Excuse me. She was called a bitch, which is a bitchy thing to say. Um. Yeah. Ted Yoho. Ted. Whatever. Yoho. Apparently, he's a pirate. He called her. What did he say? Effing. He used the F word. An effing bitch. I don't even care what the lead up was. Like, I wouldn't. It would literally be nothing to get me to call a coworker that. That's crossing a line. Um, and so essentially, we all know this. We probably all know the story. We can go into it. They were leaving, and a fellow Congress member said that to him. He's since kind of apologized, but she's not accepting the apology because it was like "I'm sorry you were hurt," and I can't. He literally says, "I cannot apologize for my passion or the love of my God, family, and country." Okay, tight. So not an apology. So,
Yeah, that's what.
she's a lightning rod for people. People love to hate her. Um, as Hispanic guys from a completely different side of the country, who are voting probably liberal. She's already very Democrat, but I love her personally. I love it. And if we were Republican, we would be putting
Oh.
her up for president. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because like they do things to
Ah.
spite us. You know what I mean? Like they were like, we love how much you hate this person, so we're going all in on that person. You know, like that's a hella. They love doing that, and they've done it to success. If Democrats were Republicans, they would put her up for everything. She'd be up in the mix all the time, just because she pisses them off. Just because she pisses them off.
Absolutely.
And they love that. They love that. We don't do that. They don't do that. Democrats don't do that. You see how like soft Nancy Pelosi plays. She plays it hella soft. So like
Wow.
The leadership go very like, we hope he understands. Well, we're looking forward to a conversation. You can't, like, you're not gonna have a conversation with this dude. You're not gonna have. It's just not. I don't know. But then they don't want to say, well, if we were to call him on his BS, then we'd be ruining the what do you want to call it? We'll ruin the like the rules of the game. We'll have made. We'll ruin decorum. We'll set a bad precedent. It's like, look what they already did to Obama. Anyways, what are your feelings, Marcos?
I love it. That just means that, you know, we're getting under their skin. When people have to resort to profanity, that's always the last resort, other than fighting, of course.
Yeah.
Educated, well, knowledgeable people uh, can converse and, get across their opinion, their points. At this point, with the president that we have, everything is acceptable now.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
yeah,
sure
it's like
he was surprised he had to apologize.
we're
He's like,
so
"What? I have to apologize?"
we're like
But
it's funny. We're playing by the rules we would like to have been playing by beforehand, but the rules have already been broken. But we're like, well, we're not gonna be the ones to break them. Meanwhile, I don't know. It's very weird.
everybody else is breaking them.
Yeah, it's very weird. But I like. I don't like her for the reason they would like I said before, they like people because it makes them mad. I often agree with her, and yeah, she could be racist to some people, but at the end of the day, like when I'm agreeing with what she's saying, it doesn't matter how people feel about it. For me personally, this is a great news. This is more locally just transitioning. Or do you have any closing remarks on that last story about her?
No, absolutely not. But AOC for president,
I mean, I
whenever
think
she
she's too
decides
young.
to run,
But yeah, like honestly,
uh,
just
I'm definitely down for it to have that type of spunk and leadership behind the helm over there instead of
I hope she does.
crazy.
Yeah,
But
I hope she does. I hope her career is long. She seems like she wants
absolutely,
it like that.
she
Moving. This is
deserves it.
yeah. This is moving on. This is a local story. We'll transition here so you can see what I'm talking about here. This is local Cal. This is in Frisco. Caltrans repaves the roadway with recycled plastic bottles.
Finally,
Butte 162 pilot project is the first state highway section to use 100% recycled material.
wow,
Is that sick or what?
that's amazing. Why haven't we been doing this before?
I
We
know,
need to go
right?
dig up all that trash
Look
and
at this.
pave
This
it.
is a pilot feature works on 3 lanes of a 1,000-foot highway segment. The department is
Wow,
testing the material for later use throughout the state. A 1-mile segment of pavement using the treatment will recycle 150,000 plastic bottles.
amazing.
I love it.
That's we go through that in like an hour, if
Yeah,
not a
that's
minute.
one McDonald's in an hour. No,
Oh,
I don't know.
absolutely.
Jesus, I don't know. But I love it, and I want more of it. Marcos, what? Uh, did you hear about this? And B, like, how dope is it?
Yo, I didn't hear about this, but this is sick as fuck. Or this is sick as hell. I've been saying this forever.
It's
Why
great.
haven't we been putting these recyclable units or things to use? We could be using them to potentially make buildings. We could potentially be paving the way. We could be using them, recycling them actually. And I know
Hmm.
way too many people that only have one trash can. We need look, people. It's 2020. Even at my work, we have
That's
three
sad.
trash cans:
Oh
trash,
yeah.
compost, recycling. So just think about that for your house. I currently have three trash cans. Let's
I
be
was just
better,
thinking about
people.
this. Made me think about it the other day at my workplace, where I was like, we could use another couple recycling bins right here and here, I was thinking, I was like, damn, dude.
Absolutely.
We do a lot, but we could do a lot more, and this is great that they're taking the initiative to do it. I love it.
That's what it
Uh,
always goes back to.
do you have
Yes,
before we go
it's
to
the bare minimum.
yeah, yeah? At the end of the day, it's like, wow, this is like what we should have been doing for years, and this is kind of the bare minimum. We shouldn't pet our backs too much.
Yes.
Before we move to entertainment news, do you have anything to add to the world news segment or local?
Nothing on my end.
If this is really quick, this is a shout out. I don't have anything to show for it, but there are places you can go. There's a couple meetings either coming up or one happened, but they'll have another one. If people are looking to run for office, the gates are wide open.
Oh, yes.
AOC has busted these doors open. I mean, yes, she's got a degree and she's a very smart, intelligent person, but the type of person that can be hold office has changed. You know what I mean? Before it was like looking at 55 or older, you know, right?
Absolutely.
Like when you think of
a
politician, what do you imagine?
Old, pale complected, some, if not white hair.
Like Mayor Quimby from The Simpsons.
Absolutely. More like Mr. Burns.
Yeah, Mr. Burns. Yeah, when I see her, I'm like, wow, this is like, I feel like she's a peer of mine. Like, I'm like, my God, that's like someone that looks like someone I went to high school with,
Absolutely.
And, yeah, people should run for office. I've been thinking about it. We just talked about it on my platform last time. What do you have?
Absolutely. I'd vote for you. Still voting Nick. Still voting Nick Haas.
Do it.
2030. No, wait. 2032.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah. I'll be 36 or something, right? Right around there.
No.
88. You
No,
said 35? No, you said
32.
32? So if it was 28, I'd be 38. Never mind. I'd be like 42.
That's 12 years later, Doug. Well, you just lost your candidacy because you can't do math.
Because I can't do basic math. Oh Lord.
The election's every 4 years.
So you had sent me the song. I don't even know if we can put it up here. No, look, it blocked my. I don't know why that happened.
It is definitely something you listen to alone.
Yes.
In your car with the windows up, in your room.
Yes.
With the blinds closed.
It's the internet's on fire. The internet was on fire this morning. I saw the hashtag, and there's in a way where
I saw
like
the smoke.
The apparated in the real world, actual smoke coming from the phone.
WAP. WAP.
That was the song.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that you don't even need to, she had the wherewithal to put it in a
acronym.
In an acronym, so we didn't have to say it all the time because, good Lord. Mainly what I saw the conversation was like people were talking about like, oh my God, these conservative women would tweet out, wow, they really put feminism back or something. Right, and then people's response to it.
How?
And I'm like, dumb, you have like a sexist president. Like, what did you do? How did you put feminism backwards?
And them putting them in that position, saying that they put them back, is essentially putting them back. I'm like, you're the only
the
people
fact that
saying
you're
that.
exactly the fact that you're uncomfortable with it. Proves that you yourself are doing it. Yeah.
We're in a little bit delay right there. We both stopped for each other.
We're so nice.
But yeah, they're saying. But think about all the men's songs that they have out there. I Superman that hoe. I did this to the girl. Everything is very demeaning in that sense. And it's like there's only these few women rapper that are out there that are like giving jams to the women, like legit. Like I've been bopping this for like Well, I heard it like 13 hours ago, so I've been bopping it 13 hours straight on repeat, trying to repeat every single line. But I wanted to ask you, Nick, what was your favorite line?
Okay,
Or
okay.
what was your favorite verse?
My favorite line.
I can do top
First of all,
top
can you
two.
say
We'll do
yours
top
without laughing? Here we go. We're mature, okay? We are mature adults. And when a man and a woman love each other, I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging in the back of my throat. That made me. I laughed so hard. She said dangly thing. Little dangly thing. Oh my
All
god.
right, I
So
had to
graphic.
stop you because that's my number one as well. That was
No
mine
way!
as well.
No way!
That little dangly thing. I want you to do the thing to that little dangly thing.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my god.
Nicholas, you
It's
are a genius. Please
my
enlighten
lord.
everybody what this little dangly thing is called.
Isn't oh man, isn't that the like the something with a ph?
Thorax? Thorax?
Thor, is it a thorax? No, that's a creature from like Dr. Seuss or something.
Type it in to Google that little dangly thing.
Little dangly thing. It's called
Oh
a
my
uvula.
God.
It's called a
Uvula.
a uvula. Ladies and gentlemen,
Uvula.
let me see if
There
I
you
can share
go.
this for you. I'm gonna share it here. The people at home can see this. What's that dangly thing at the back of your throat actually does? That's the name of the article. And here, there we go, uvula, guys.
Uvula.
That's hard to rhyme.
I don't know.
I
Uvula.
laughed, and if you could make me laugh in a song, because I'm like, wow, I can't believe you said that, and two, like that's so specific. I love specificity. We come from improv. Specificity is fantastic. Love it when you get specific. Jesus Christ.
All the props to her, and like both Megan and Cardi, like legit props. Like
I
that
thought
was some fire.
yeah.
This is literally gonna be the anthem for the rest of 2020. Women empowerment. Get out there. Don't let anybody else put you down for enjoying this song because they're too immature to realize that women also have needs and have opinions, just as all these other men do that can put out there with no repercussions.
Yeah,
You don't
because
hear
it's
anybody
like
else saying like,
I'm like trying to
"Get men
find
back."
I'm trying to find the most problematic lyric. Like what's something that was like, wow, that sheds a bad light, but like they're just saying what they like and what they would do, and they're taking ownership of liking it. It's not like they're not. I don't get it. There's nothing that I would find was like
Oh, hit
you
me with
know,
your second verse.
I don't know, that I can think of at least.
But I'm all for it. All for it. Love it all. I'll sing every part with them. What's your second?
Oh, the other my second favorite verse. Oh, I don't remember. You have a list. That was just the one that was the line that stuck out for me. I was like, I can't believe
All
she
right.
said that.
I'll go with my number two, and it's the very last verse. It says, "Macaroni in a pot. That's some wet."
Yeah.
So, so I don't even know if we can go into this, but I'm curious about that meaning to that lyric because I think it means one thing. My partner thinks
Okay,
it
when
means
I
another
said
thing.
when I heard her say that, I was like, what? Wait, what was that? What is she talking about? And I haven't like re-listened to it because I've had a very very busy day, but I did listen to it like a good one or two times. I didn't catch what she was saying, so let me find um, the lyrics again, and we won't get too specific. But you're trying to say, what was the meaning of the line we're talking about? Macaroni.
Macaroni in a pot. That's some wet.
Yeah, I get it.
AP.
Yeah, I get it.
So I thought it was referring to a sound.
Um.
Am I the only one that's thinking this? Am I literally like the
Wow.
only one that's like that would think this?
Again,
like,
specificity, ladies and gentlemen.
because I
That's-
make macaroni and cheese all the time, and I put a little extra milk in there.
And I
so
know what
I
it
do
sounds
get
like
that
when there's
little-
hot dog in it. I should have said wiener. Wiener would have made that joke better.
Oh.
I was thinking, shape wise. If you know, like, I can't get this. Like if you took one individual macaroni, would represent a certain piece of human anatomy. And because it is
Okay.
drenched in sauce.
Oh. All right. Let's go.
Anyways,
with yours.
no, I like yours. Yours is better.
Mine is terrible. That's
Well, you know
why,
what?
like,
I hope-
I
I wish, healthy lives for all of us. Let's just say that.
absolutely. I'm gonna have some macaroni later on. Though.
I'm definitely having macaroni and cheese for sure. That's
with weenies.
with weenies. Is that gonna be the new innuendo? Yay, man. Hey, bruh. What's up? Hey, dog. What happened? What's going on? Yay, last night when I went on a date with Angela. Oh, for real? What happened? Let's just say I had some macaroni and cheese, dog. Oh, snaps! Oh my god. Is that gonna happen?
Oh
Is that
shoot! We'll make it happen. We'll make the youth say it.
the youth will say it now. Here we go. Entertainment news. This is coming up. This is August 22nd. So we may be talking about it too early. But then again, news about it has been out for a couple weeks. DC Fandom. Ultimate 24-hour experience. August 27th. All online DC Fandom. I'm playing the video for the people at home. They play this dope. They play the Superman theme song from the original. Anyways, they're gonna reveal what's happening with their movies coming up. So we're expecting news about Dwayne the Rock Johnson's Shazam or Black Adam movie. Right, he's playing Black Adam.
Wow.
Hopefully, some news about maybe a Wonder Woman 1984 trailer. Maybe some a trailer
OMG,
for
when
the
are
new
they gonna
Batman
drop
with Robert
that?
Pattinson. Who knows what they got? Maybe some
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
That's loco, yo.
Have you watched? So this is a double-ended question because this leads me into. Oh no! Let me write a note. I'll write a note so I don't forget. So one, did you hear about this? Two, I think you have to pay to watch it because it's like a Comic-Con. But who knows? Are they gonna drop trailers and maybe they're online immediately after? Maybe they're not on YouTube immediately after. Who knows? Maybe there's 24 hours where some people saw it and you didn't. Who knows? Have you ever gone to Comic-Con? B, would you pay to go to this if it was like $20 to watch it on Zoom or whatever? Or and C, how excited are you for like the upcoming DC movies?
Absolutely. I've never been. Always wanted to go. Super fanboy. Love. I read up on all the Comic-Con. See everybody's costumes. I think it's so sick that us nerds get like an event to nerd out on, because we really don't have it, and we're going to be taking over the world. The meek shall inherit, as they say, because we're going to switch to video games before you know it. You're
Hmm.
just going to want to watch your favorite football player or whoever they were before play video games because they can't perform in their sport anymore. And then we're gonna have all these crazy racing, kind of like droids, like how they do in Star Wars, where the
Oh,
first
bro.
one, the best one, the Phantom
Pod
Menace.
racers.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dog. But people won't be in them. Maybe one day we'll get in them, but I think they're gonna do it remotely. It'll be safer. Imagine NASCAR with more
Oh, they
curves
they
and
have
stuff.
drone racing. They have the drone racing series.
Oh, I love watching that. Absolutely. They do it in these banquet warehouses. They do it in like some of the stadiums. They have like stadiums. I believe Dallas is making its own like EA Sports Game Stadium or something like that. Look it up. It's crazy. It's going to be huge. Now I'm pretty sure it's stacked up because of the pandemic, but yeah, like
You
it'll
could
be
do that
amazing.
distanced, socially distanced.
That's what I mean. Like it'll be the safest thing to do.
I thought they were going to play. I was like, my first thought when the pandemic is like sports are gonna be impossible. Watch them play competitive Madden to settle the Super Bowl or something.
Absolutely.
I'm
I
like,
would
what?
love to watch that.
Uh, uh, yeah, I'm super excited. I've never gone to Comic Con. I always seemed expensive, but now that like I could afford to, like I'd be going like alone. Dude, me and you should go when everything comes back. We should go. I'd be
Yeah,
down to go
let's
with
do
you. It's
it.
in like San
Who do
Diego.
you want to dress up as?
The Green Lantern, baby. Hal Jordan, baby.
You already got the shirt on.
Yeah, dude. I just look good in green. The skin tone and green, it's good. It's a good color.
Green is your color. I know you love green.
You know it. The yeah, I'm super stoked for this. I've never gone. I kind of wanna like, is if this is a Saturday, I might do it.
I'll do it.
Cause they're hella
Absolutely.
losing money with no Comic Con and no other stuff going on.
Yeah,
You know,
people will be willing to
let's see.
go, and if we're all wearing masks, that'll just be the requirement. You must be a character that has a mask
I
on.
saw this guy on TikTok or something. It's on TikTok or Snapchat. It's got to be TikTok because it was way too long. But he's like, it's like Batman and Robin, and Batman's like, put on your mask, and and the Robin's like, no, I heard that the mask doesn't even do anything to protect you. He's like, it's not to protect you, it's to protect the people you love around you. And the guy's like, yeah, well, the Joker doesn't wear masks, so like he's doing fine. He's like, he's a serial killer. Yeah, well, I've read a study. And
Wow, I love that.
it's like I read a study where the mask is just, yeah, it's pretty funny. It was pretty spot on. Let's see. Let me see if I can bring up our next article here. In the movie world, I have watched the first one, the second one. I have not watched John Wick 3, but they are already planning for as far as John Wick 5. 4 and 5 have already been greenlit, and they're planning to film them back to back. So you're gonna Infinity War Endgame it. Marcos,
Well,
go.
uh, so I'm curious, like what kind of contract Keanu Reeves signed because
Bro.
he's signed on to do Matrix. So either they've already filmed it or they're gonna film it around the same time that he's doing John Wick. Is he just like going super ham to leave an imprint on us for like 20, like basically, well, I mean, you could go back even further, but I mean, this guy's gonna go down as legendary.
Dude,
Like
legendary.
who doesn't think of, well, I mean, he was only known as Keanu Reeves later on. I mean, he was Neo.
Oh
Neo.
yeah, that was Neo
My
for a minute.
my mom got to go to the Blockbuster Awards back when she used to work at
Oh
Blockbuster. She
snap.
won a contest, and it's actually on, if you watch the video. but he goes up to accept an award and he starts talking, but he stumbles, and my mom yells like, "I love you, Neo," because like literally that's who he was. He was
Oh my
Neo. He was
god, that's so
the
funny. That's so
god from
tight.
the Matrix.
You seen that video of him where people are like you're yeah, he says like you're amazing, kind of. He goes, no, you're amazing. Have you seen that video?
Yes,
Like,
yes, yes.
dude, he
Isn't he
first he was the
also
guy
doing
from
Bill and
Speed.
Ted?
Then he was the guy from Bill and Ted and
Oh
Speed.
my god,
Then he was the guy from The
Steve,
Matrix. Then he's John
Steve.
Mother effing Wick, dude. Who starts
I mean,
another like franchise in the like late 40s that is kicking butt? He did John Wick 3, then he went and did Bill and Ted really quick, the new one. Then he went and then he was filming Matrix, then it got shut down from coronavirus, but I'm pretty sure they're filming Matrix 4 and 5 back to back, too. I
hmm
could be wrong. But he's at least doing Matrix 4, excuse me. And then he's probably jump to this and do 4 or 5, then maybe jump back to Matrix again. Who knows? But the boy's staying busy, and good for him. He's like one of the nice guys. Um, so have you seen the other John Wicks? And which one did you love the most? And are you stoked for these?
Okay, so like a yes, I have. They stole his cat or his dog, right?
They killed his dog.
They
Spoiler
killed his
alert.
dog,
They
yes.
killed his dog.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like, all it got me thinking was, I have a dog. If anybody were to kill my dog, I can do no less than what John Wick did. Like, I would be less in his eyes as he's
Oh my.
watching me. You know, all dogs go to heaven. Like, he's
Yeah,
gonna be
there's a movie
watching
about it. It
me. He's
can't be
gonna be
fake.
like, "Yo, that's all you did." Exactly.
You'd be
But
ashamed.
basically, I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get for him because
Uh,
he was in as good as it gets.
oh, I get it. Did you like? Are you which one? Which one did you like the most? Are you a huge fan, or you're just saying you watched them? Because there are people who are like
I
in
watched,
love with this movie.
not in love with it. I watched like the first two. I want to say it was cool. I just throw back on my Matrix, or I'll throw back on Speed. Um,
Yeah.
not I'll watch them if they come on Netflix or something like that. But other than
But
that,
yeah, I mean they're not
not
whatever.
going
I
out of
didn't.
my
I
way to
haven't
watch
watched the
them.
third one, and I am not like raring to watch it. But hey, some people love it, and that's great. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for good for him. Um. Uh. You posted this, so we'll move to you. You can intro this next
All
story
right.
about one of our favorites. Go
Uh,
ahead.
shit.
This is
Let me see
Britney in
my
trouble.
doc really quick.
I got you.
Ooh! Oh
What's
man.
going on with this?
So just a little while ago, Britney Spears posted on Instagram a pretty cryptic post. I don't know if you've been keeping up with her, but people
Uh-huh.
believe she's like kind of under house arrest. Like people are taking care of her, not letting her do what she wants to, specifically her father. But she posted about Big Eyes, and have you ever seen the movie Big Eyes?
No, I'm reading her
Phenomenal
comment
movie.
now, but I
If
haven't
you
seen that movie. No.
Well, absolutely. The movie's amazing. It's about this famous French painter that was a wife of this gentleman, and she would paint these phenomenal paintings, and the husband would take credit for her work and would keep all the money until finally at the end of the movie, she comes out with her own photo, and she's like, I'm the true artist. So essentially, like, she moved on at the end of the movie, she became her own person. So in this cryptic post, is she trying to say she's going to lose her father and move out, like do her own thing? I mean, if you know anything about Britney, I mean, I don't know about you, but like this is the next biggest thing. Like if when Michael died, Michael Jackson died, and
Mm-hmm.
just saying Michael, I hope everybody was like, oh, Michael Jackson, right?
Right.
When Michael Jackson died, people were devastated. Like, think about the communities, the people that grew up with him. Think about Britney Spears. I mean, that was my childhood. I mean, I wasn't a fan of hers, but my sister was, so I always heard her music. I always had her video games because my sister would buy her video games. We would always, everything would, I was surrounded by female presence. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I did see that, and trust me, I love all of Britney Spears music. I could sing them from top to bottom, no problem. But it's devastating to see like she's in this condition. And I know it doesn't. I didn't post all three of the photos, but all three of the photos look exactly the same. It's like, why did you post three of the exact same looking photos?
Yeah, for proof that it wasn't
Right.
Photoshop, because you wouldn't Photoshop it 3 times.
So hashtag save Britney. Please
Well, and
stay
see,
safe,
so I
girl.
don't
If
read
you need
into
help,
what I don't. I don't get what was wrong with what her post was. I don't get it. This doesn't seem bad. It was a sad movie. She
like I
cried, and now
said,
she feels like
it's
I don't get it. What's wrong with it?
you have to keep up with all of what's going on with Britney right now. I'm pretty sure if you type into Twitter, a trending hashtag is save Britney. Like that's
Is she being
how
taken advantage
deep
of
this is
financially
getting.
by her parents? Is that what you're saying?
I think she's being controlled.
By who?
Maybe not financially, her father.
That's yeah. Well,
And she's
hmm.
always kind of been controlled when you
I
think
mean,
about
she
her
did get
entire life.
yeah, she did get famous very young, so I'm sure they were her managers at some point. And we know how what they call stage moms can be,
Oh,
and we've heard this story before. So
toddlers and tiaras.
toddlers and tiaras, and and that's not the same thing, but like yeah, I get what you're alluding to. That type of manipulation, abuse, um, taking advantage of, whatever you want to call that, is possible and has happened before. It's sad to hear that it may be happening to her. I had heard that she was dealing with depression and whatnot, which is, I feel like we got to give people space with that. We shouldn't be like, what's up now? What's up now? But like, and writing articles about it. But yeah, I hope she gets the help she may or may not need. Your next story is about some shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Talk to me.
So if you don't know the sneaker world is always blowing up. And when
Mm-mm.
it comes to Simpsons, when the last time Vans and Simpsons had a collaboration, they sold out immediately. And these shoes ran for about like $40 and were being sold for about $500. That's how exclusive they were. That's the want or economic want behind it.
Mm.
But essentially, Vans uh, hinted at this collaboration maybe like a couple of days ago, and they just dropped it yesterday night, and it
The El
blew up
Muerto
immediately.
ones.
Most of these shoes are all sold out already.
Ugh.
You can't even buy them anymore.
You're gonna
That's
have to
literally how
second
fast
hand them
these
already.
shoes. Oh, absolutely. So think about the markup on it, and if you notice, Vans actually inflated a lot of their
Oh, that's what
prices.
I was
Most of
talking
these
about.
shoes start at about $70. Um, I I can admit I did get a pair of shoes. I did not get the donut slides, which were the most coveted piece that everybody wanted for
No,
$50, and they
no.
were sold out immediately. I'm telling you, right when they
So, wait, wait. I think we lost Marcos. The power of the shoes was so much. Um, I did he say he got a pair? I don't know. Um, but I'll tell you what. These these El Bartos are pretty spicy. The El Bartos. I had been thinking about getting. I'm now I can't even get them, but I gotta pay like a premium or what have you, just to get them. Um,
I'm back. I'm
what's up?
back. Sorry about
I'm
that.
saying the ones that I was looking at, the El Bartos are fire. The
Oh,
Moe's ones,
absolutely.
the Moe's. Oh my
The
God, the Moe.
Moe's.
The Moe's
Are you
ones are
about that
just.
life?
Oh man, it's so. I love that turquoise. Oh my goodness, that's what I was saying. Like a Krusty's one would be cool, but that turquoise is savage. And what are these Millhouse? The super blue ones? What's that? It's like Bart, dead
No,
Bart.
those are Bart shoes. Those are
Oh, they're
straight
straight
up
up Bart's
Bart
shoes.
shoes.
Oh my God! Oh, why didn't I think of it?
Yeah,
But now it's perfect.
you can't see the white circle on the inside is the only issue with that photo that you have, but they're legit supposed to be like you're wearing Bart shoes.
Oh my goodness.
So most of these have already sold out. If you're watching this right now, you can only buy them for resale
Oof. And they're running.
online
How
for
much are they
at
running?
least double.
Easy.
I don't even want to look. I
The
don't
little
even want to
baby
look
shoes,
because I'll
the
get them.
three fish, the three-eyed fish.
Little Blinky.
Oh my God,
Blinky.
so good.
Blinky is a staple of The Simpsons. I wish they had those for adults. They
Did
would
they?
be on my feet right now.
Oh my goodness. What about Santa's little helper as like shoes? His
They do
face.
have a little they have cats and dogs on one of the shoes and they're like kind of chasing each other and there's like bones
I
on
see that
there.
one.
It's super cute. It well, I didn't
Oh,
post
I
them
see it
all
now.
on here. I chose like the main
Is that
ones.
Itchy and
But
Scratchy?
absolutely, yes, those are the
Oh
ones
my
I
God.
copped.
You did? You got
Those
the
were
Itchy and
money.
Scratchies?
Yes, with the
Nice.
Krusty brand approval seal on the tongue.
Savage.
I had to. Who
Those
could
are
not?
savage.
And I didn't put it on here, but I also got the auto shirt.
That is hot.
Man,
That's hot.
that's so hot.
I love that.
I love it.
Wow. But the donut ones went super fast, huh?
Those are the ones everybody wanted. I wanted them. I literally will buy them still right now. If I were able to buy them for double, I'll buy them, but they're not going to go for double. They're going to go for a lot more.
Oof. All right.
Let me see if I can throw this one in really quick so you can
I've
at
been
least
because
get a
it
look.
feels like it's the middle of entertainment and fashion. What we're talking about now, which is the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Oh, go up a little bit. Did you see the shirt I just posted on there?
Ooh. Now here, let me pull it up. Where is it?
Super tie dye. It's
Ooh,
auto on the front. Party hardy equals tardy. If you know, that's one of his most iconic lines.
iconic.
When he first shows up and he's like, "Where you been, Otto?" Oh man, party hardy equals tardy. But absolutely
So good.
loved it all. And yeah, moving on to sports. It is crazy, sir. Crazy. The NBA bubble continues.
I'm gonna move that.
Today, every single day, there will be games going on. Um, but essentially, the Portland Trailblazers have lost yesterday, in part to Damian Lillard um, missing free throws. And if you know Damian Lillard, he is a savage killer. Everybody knows he's knocked out everybody, but basically there is Twitter beef going on betwixt him and oh man, the only time I need you to work. There's
Well,
Twitter beef going on. Go ahead, sir.
so first of all, I didn't know that. I thought the bubble started with playoffs, so I thought we were watching the playoffs already. I didn't know it wasn't playoffs. These are still regular season games, so I was like, oh, damn. But still, I signed up for Hulu with live TV purely to watch these games. I will be canceling that portion once this is over. Um, the Lakers look good the other night. Although more recently we look like trash, but LeBron wasn't playing. We had a bunch of guys that were out. Dwight Howard was being used sparingly. I didn't see McGee at all. I don't think. I don't know what happened to him. So it was just like Davis alone with like a bunch of new guys. And who else? I mean, it wasn't all new guys. Kuzma was playing a lot of minutes, but we couldn't hit a three. Like into the third quarter, we were 0 for 10 or something, and they had made like 7 or 8 free throws already. Not free throws, excuse me, 3-pointers. We couldn't make a 3-pointer to save our life, and that ended up pretty much being the difference. So your point is before we go on to we'll talk more Lakers. What are you talking about? This Twitter beef? Who's beefing with who?
Yeah, so if you want to look at my screen, I have it pulled up right now. Essentially, once he missed those, everybody started talking, but Damian basically put them all to sleep when he said I sent Patrick Beverly home before when he beat the Houston Rockets in the best of 7-game series. He sent him and James Harden home. And then he says Paul George just got sent home by me last year in the playoffs, and everybody remembers that nasty 3 that he did.
Yikes.
So essentially, they're just talking
killer.
trash right now, but Damian Lillard may not even make the playoffs essentially.
Yikes.
But they're going back and forth, and Bleacher Report posted that, and they actually got into the comments, and that's where Damian said, and you getting sent home this year, respect. Paul George. He put that on there. And then after they all responded within the Bleacher Report's Instagram post. So it's like, it's blowing up right now. Yeah, and if you know,
yeah, the Clippers look good.
So essentially, the NBA restarted, and they're doing 8 games to do seeding. Essentially, my next question is: so we got like 4 more games left, but there are about 4 teams that are fighting for the 8th seed. We got the Memphis Grizzlies at 33 wins.
Oof.
Their star player, Ja Morant, is their star player. And then you have the Portland Trailblazers right outside the bubble at the 9th seed right now. Trailblazers.
I thought they would have been higher.
Wins. Well, there's essentially 4 games left, so they could possibly be out, or they could possibly be in. Yeah. Also, the San Antonio Spurs, the Pelicans, and the Suns all on the bubble, and the Suns are undefeated in the bubble currently. So mathematically, if the Suns win out and any of these other teams happen to start losing, the Suns could be the 8th seed, and they could be this is what's so interesting about this NBA playoffs. It's literally like a March Madness style.
Yeah.
You're not going to get those long games, a long series. They're going to be quicker. It's anybody's game. You got to be fighting for that each single game. And so I wouldn't be surprised. I
definitely got that feeling that every game was like, this is anyone's game. It does not matter what the records were before this. This is anyone's game. And though the Lakers seemed like they were still taking the foot off the pedal a little bit, which is fine because there's how many games? There were like 5 games. They were 5.5
We've
games
clinched.
ahead before. We've already
We've
clinched.
clinched the first seed,
We've clinched the
so
first seed, so
we're
now we
we're
really don't need to do
seeding everybody.
anything.
That's
Still,
why
I like
LeBron's
watching it because I
sad.
like watching the other guys. I'll watch the bench. Can they hold it up? Can they win by themselves?
Absolutely.
You had a question. Your question was, who do you want the eighth
Oh
seed to
yes.
beat so they could play/lose to the Lakers? I want. Wow, it's like I don't want to see the Trailblazers. They seem scary to
All
me.
right.
I
Nobody
don't want to
wants to
see
see
them.
Damian Lillard.
No,
Nobody wants to see Dame
because they were
time.
like really playing hard the other night, and they look hungry as hell. As well, they should be, but they looked the part.
The
They looked the part
the
of
only other
spoiler. So I'm
the
like,
only other
no.
team I don't want to see are the Pelicans with Zion Williamson and all the old Lakers. If they
Ooh,
happen to
grudge
beat
match.
us
Oh, you don't like? Yeah, you don't
and they
like those
beat
games.
us,
Oh God. Oh God.
look at when LeBron entered the league. Technically, this is Zion's first year in the league.
Oh my
When
goodness.
LeBron entered the league for his first year, he went to the NBA Finals. That's the only way Zion Williamson can keep up with LeBron if he goes to the NBA Finals this year, or if he wins it and he ones up LeBron.
Oh, keep
But
up with him
nobody's
like
ever called
career
him the chosen
projection.
one.
No, I
Absolutely,
mean, come on.
because that's everybody. This is where everybody teeters off. This is where all those number one picks teeter off because now everybody's number one pick has to be as great as LeBron James, the chosen one.
That's
Think
messed
about
up.
all the
That's
number
so much
one
pressure.
picks. They've all kind of been busts. Oh, absolutely it is. Look at Markel Fultz.
Uh,
Exactly. Nobody
who?
knows who the hell that is. He
I don't
was
even
the
know who
number
he
one
said.
pick. He
Never
was the
heard of him.
number one overall pick.
Never heard of him.
He's
I
on
don't
like
follow basketball that
I
close
think this
as
is
you.
his third team. Oh, okay. But
But that, yeah,
exactly.
but the fact that
So I
I've
wouldn't
heard
be
of Zion
surprised.
Williamson, I've heard of these other guys. I've never heard of who you just said, which is sad.
Well, because he didn't play a game for like the first 2 or 3 years of his career.
NFL. Darius Geis, Washington's running back, was arrested on a strangulation charge. Think Homer and
Absolutely.
Bart.
Oh my
Ouch.
gosh.
Who did he do this to? Not his girlfriend. Please, not his
I'm gonna
girlfriend.
guess it was ding 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 ding. I
Damn
want to say
it.
it's gonna be that.
God.
Of course, come on. You know these NFL players. There's so
That's.
much strength, so much speed, anger. They need to have like just as much as they go to like those little training meetings to do,
And he,
watch film. They should have therapy sessions as well because, and also like management sessions for their life. Get your stuff in
yeah.
order. People are very lucky when they go into like a veteran team and those veterans take them under their wings. Like, hey, this is how you should use your money. Like, don't be doing this, don't be doing that. But it's not really set up that way. I know they have more programs installed now to help with the younger players that are coming in, but it's difficult. I mean, think about how many people are leaving the bubble in the NBA as well. Because it's like, man, I got to stay at home. So, yeah, I mean, I can only, I mean, in California, Gavin Newsom put out that domestic hotline because there was a lot
Mm-hmm.
more domestic charges going on because everybody's staying at home right now. But
That's
it's like
terrible.
these athletes or these men, young men, younger men, they're getting mass amounts of money and they're getting sent on to their lives. Imagine if you were to come into $1 million at the age of 25, 24, 23,
It's a lot to
any
deal
of
with,
these
and they
young
and
age.
yeah, and they get so much pressure, like we were talking about. So wouldn't it would behoove them to have? I wish my employment gave me free counseling sessions.
Oh, absolutely. And
That'd be
their
kind of cool.
employers should. I mean, they have they have the necessities, they have all the resources to do it.
I know,
I
especially
mean,
them. Yeah.
all the trainers they have, well, these are new trainers. We have therapy
Yes.
trainers.
And of course, he's for the Washington football team. Ay, 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 ay. They can't get any good PR. Hmm.
And the Pacers beat the Los Angeles
Well, that was
Lakers.
just happening right now, didn't they?
Yep, that just literally happened.
That
And
literally
LeBron
happened.
James even played.
Come on now.
But hey, you know what? Save all the W's for the
Save them
playoffs.
for the when they
That's
really
all I'm
matter, baby.
about. Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's it for what I have. Any closing stories before we move on to what we're watching and goodbyes?
Oh my gosh. So I got off of work and I was driving. I had a buddy in the car and I was taking him somewhere. And we were talking about the ghetto birds earlier, but there was like these ghetto helicopters. Anybody else that's watching that doesn't live in Los
That's
Angeles,
police
these
helicopters.
helicopters were so low. I'm telling you, they were, yes, they were like as low as the buildings, and I was like, "What's going on?" You can hear the sirens coming from all over, and I'm in the car, so I kind of like pull over into the bike lane. I didn't pull over all the way because I couldn't see anybody, and finally I can see the cops coming, and they're coming the opposite direction, but I can't see who they're chasing. I'm like, oh, are they trying to get to the person? But literally, the helicopters are right behind them as well. And I look forward. This person is driving on the wrong side of the road,
No.
coming straight at me.
Oh my
Literally,
god.
like because they were trying to be safe, not driving the main lanes. They were
So you're
driving
like,
in
what
the
are they
bike lane,
doing?
and I was right there in the bike lane.
Oh my
And
god.
I look up and I just see this black beamer
Oh
like charging at me, and I'm like,
god.
I'm gonna die. Like I was literally thinking like, can I move? But I'm like,
Yeah,
if I
how do you
move,
move?
they're probably gonna move to correct. I just thought like I was like, hey, if they hit me, it's because they hit me. If they do
If
something else, something else. Luckily, I was like stopped right at a side street, like a little alley, and they like whipped it like the big like I could hear the tires scream. It was like Tokyo Drift. I
no
thought Bow
way.
Wow was in the car, dog.
No
It was like
way.
woo, and they went down this alley, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh
You
my
see the
god.
cop cars jump the curves and go down the same alley as
What?
well, and I was like, whoa,
And then the
I
Batmobile
need to follow them.
showed up too, or what?
Well,
Jesus.
I took off after them. I took off after them, man. I was like, what's going on? Like,
No way.
yo, I'm in for backup.
Yo.
I like legit. I pulled out right in front of like a undercover cop, like unmarked car. But he thought I was with them as well, so he was just following me. And all the cop cars and me are just like going
You
down.
get him.
And my dude that I'm carrying the dude in my car with me. He's like, "What are you doing, man? What are you doing?"
You
I'm
joined the
like, "They
chase.
need backup. They need backup." But I wasn't
uh,
referring to the cops needing backup. I meant the people in the car. I'm like,
yeah, dude.
obviously they're gonna get shot when
It's
they
not a
get pulled
fair
over.
fight.
Yeah,
Uh,
but they were being reckless, so I'm like,
Jesus.
but that was my crazy
Wow, what a ride.
Tuesday. No, it wasn't Tuesday. It was like Thursday. It was yesterday. Thursday. Happened Thursday. Couldn't believe it. Oh my god.
It sounds like the
Oh my
beginning of
god.
like
But
one
I'm
shot
safe,
to an action
luckily.
movie. Have you seen Baby Driver?
Oh, it basically was. Oh yes, exactly. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. That's nuts, dude. Well, I'm glad you're safe. Um, don't join the chase. Uh,
Well, why? Why not? They're
only if you're
occupied
filming
with
it.
that person they're chasing. Well, I couldn't film it. The guy with me should have filmed it.
There you go. He should have filmed it. Oh man. All right. Well, what I'm watching. We'll start. We'll end the show with what we're watching and what you should binge before we can talk about it next week. Uh, sign up for HBO Max so you can watch Harley Quinn. There's a Harley Quinn cartoon. You remember Harley Quinn's used to be Joker's girlfriend. Now she's on her own, played by Margot Robbie in Suicide Squad and the new Suicide Squad and the Birds of Prey movie that came out. But it's a different actress. It's Kelly Cuoco from Big Bang Theory. Is the voice. Um, the cast is hilarious. Jason Alexander's this old man. They have Black Lex Luthor. If you ever watched the old cartoons, Justice League and the Superman, the animated series cartoon, I always loved Black Lex Luthor was tight. I like black bald Lex Luthor. We used to talk about this. I don't think we've ever talked about it on the show, but our favorite my Lex Luthor in my universe, Earth 10 or whatever we're on. Lex Luthor's black and is bald, and it's voiced by an amazing actor. I'm gonna pull up the cast right now. But have you seen the Harley Quinn show?
No, I have not. It's funny because we're gonna talk about these binge-worthy shows, but I literally got my internet back 2 hours ago.
You got work ahead of you,
so, I'm telling you, I went old school and went to DVD.
Woo!
For everybody else that was confused about helicopters, that means digital video disc.
Oh, okay. For everyone born in the last 2 years.
Exactly.
Look at this cast.
DVD.
Kaylee Cuoco from the blonde girl from the regular person from Big Bang Theory. Everyone else is a weird nerd, but except for her, she's Kelly Cuoco. She plays Harley Quinn. Alan Tudyk, who people will remember, he's Clayface. Oh wow, he's Clayface and the Joker. He does a really great Joker. Ron Funches, comedian Ron Funches, is King Shark. He is maybe the best part of the show. King Shark might be the best part of the show. He's hilarious, so funny. Tony Hale.
Give me your HBO Max account.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow it. Tony Hale from Arrested Development. Remember, he was like the weird brother, but I don't think I can go outside, mother.
Yeah, he's Forky.
He's Dr. Psycho. He just curses all the time. He's so loud and obnoxious.
Wow.
It's hilarious.
Little Forky?
Diedrich Bader. I don't know if you remember Diedrich Bader. Did you watch the Drew Carey show?
Yes.
Okay, remember one of his friends, not the tall guy who used to be on Whose Line Is It Anyway? His
Oswald.
other friend, Oswald. Is it right? I think you're right. I think that's exactly right. He's Batman. He does a great Batman.
Really? Yeah, his voice is great for a Batman. Hey,
the people really need us right now. That's almost exactly how he sounds.
Wow, I need to see this show.
I can't find his character name. He's done a lot.
I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, really great, really funny. If you watch,
give it to me. I'm in.
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Yes, unfortunately.
It's like hyper aggressive, like that. It's really aggressive. And violent. People get exploded straight up. So it's very rated R. But I love it.
Batman,
Oh, Batman, you're always ruining it for me. I gotta go. Yeah, that's my Morty. That's his thing. It's not that he repeats things. He stumbles on a word. He struggles to start a word. Is his thing. I like the idea of a character who starts saying one thing, but then struggles to say it, and then chooses a very different word, but I can't touch it. It's very it's moist. I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure that's from a play. That's from something. That's
Oh
from
my
something.
god.
Um,
Um.
I had a character in a play in high school where I would the most important two words of any given sentence, I would switch the beginning of the word with each other. So like I'm gonna kiss a girl would be I'm gonna kiss a curl. I mean I'm gonna kiss a girl. That was like,
I
and you'd have to do that with like most of your lives.
love that one.
It was pretty fun. That's a fun one too. I don't know. That
Was
was a weird
that
tangent.
running out of time?
Yeah, that was just in time. That was the
Just
name of it.
in time. There you go.
An original. All right.
Alex
What are
Lance.
you watching, and what should I watch? Give me something to watch.
Let me tell you, I had to go to DVD, so I
Hmm.
watched Super Bad,
Oh
and
man,
always
so
a
good.
favorite, always a classic. And I happen to be watching like the extended version. Apparently, they have like an extended version, so some scenes I've never seen. Exact
What?
same movie, just little extra snippets in there.
I love extended
But
versions.
absolutely go back and watch Superbad. It was so ahead of its time, so
It really
great.
was.
Like literally, like so ahead. You have no idea. Go back and watch it. Think about like the cops, how much power they have in that movie,
Oh my
how they like
god.
fake
I
what
forgot about
happens
their
to
characters.
them.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, we just need you to sign this. Remember, like
Yeah.
before they did something wrong and they were gonna have somebody else bail them out, but it happened to be like
Yeah.
their friends, and
No.
that that just goes back to regular life and
Oh my
a
goodness.
lot of the issues they deal with in it. Like, but yeah, absolutely, I recommend going back and watching Super Bad one more time.
It really was a trendsetter. Like it set a tone. That along with like 40-year-old version, I think it was around the same time.
Oh
That it was
yes,
like,
I love your
oh, this is how we
40-year-old
do comedies
version.
now. No more Mel Brooks, and way more Judd Apatow. If you're gonna go back,
Wow,
I got this. I refound this. I was unpacking
wow,
the Blu-ray, baby, the whole trilogy. Uh,
wow.
yeah, dude,
Please, oh my gosh,
so good.
oh,
All three films on
OMG.
Blu-ray, baby. Oof, it's delicious.
The horse.
Ah,
Wow.
boys, bucket list. Definitely on my bucket list. All right,
I'm all
Marcos.
about that dog father.
Marcos, where can people find you?
You can find me at on Instagram at arrest Breonna Taylor's murderers. You can find me on Facebook, arrest Breonna Taylor's murderers, and you can find me in the world because Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find me at www.wearyourgoddamnmask.com / defund the police / impeach the president. Ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 8. We'll see you
AC.
next time.